Welcome back. We are here still in round 3 of the Atlanta Regional Championship. We're going to move into game 2 between Eliot, who we were watching earlier, and Erickson.
Yeah, Erickson's a local player. He moved up for college there for a bit. We get another half game of Eliot, though.
There you go. Geist at work yet again.
Yep.
This time, the ETF matchup. How do you think Geist typically fares in this
ETF is really glacier, so they need a lot more breakers to get through their ice, you know?
Right.
But sometimes it can be a little bit worse.
That being said, we do know that Eliot has normal breakers, and we see, of course, he already has Corridor online and can find the others relatively quickly with his draw ability. An ETF with the scored Vitruvius there.
Over advanced.
Over advanced, which is very cool.
Pop the sports hopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a credit.
God, sports hopper are so ridiculous.
Continuing to do so much work.
Forger. -1, +1 future dollar.
So Erickson's HB ETF deck, let's just say there are a couple of includes in this deck that we might not expect in ETF. So we'll see if they come online in this matchup. A lot of cards, definitely standards of the archetype that continue to be extremely relevant. An account siphon coming on in. All the breakers. What's going to keep him out?
Dodge it.
Can he keep it out? Whoa.
1.0.
I mean, that's
You go down to 1 credit, it's kind of hard to get siphoned or effective.
Do it. You do need to deal with those subroutines.
I do it. I do have 2 clicks left, so I could click past the brain damage.
Interesting choice prevented to Eliot here. Clicking or paying. He does have 9 credits. The account siphon obviously not going to be that impactful.
Oh, so he's chosen to click the brain damage subroutines and just end the run.
That's right. With only 1 credit left, account siphon, not that high value.
He loses the single axis, which makes sense. No reason to break it.
And now, with him on only 1 credit, can definitely get in where he pleases. Eve campaign.
Trash.
There you go.
Interesting trash where he cannot res it this turn.
That's true, although he could be able to defend it by gaining those credits. Eliot does have the technical writer there.
Oh, that's huge.
So he has
he's got a lot of money on
a
that.
great ability to come back online.
Now he's
Second,
got another tech
trader. Excellent.
Very, very different names.
Freebie click.
Autoscriptor continuing.
Yeah, I like Autoscriptor. It's such a good card in this deck because you're installing breakers. The free, anything gives a free click is so great.
Yep.
That's why Beth is going to be so ridiculous.
The autoscriptor should, I believe, have been trashed by the end the run on the Heimdall 1.0.
Was it in play? I thought he just installed it.
Did he just install it? He just installed it. All right, my mistake. Apologies, folks. There you go, and he's through the Architect easily enough. Getting credits. It's easy. Oh, very cool. The Sports Hopper.
Sports hoppers.
Hey.
The most commonly missed trigger in Netrunner, among many commonly missed triggers.
Well, and what a trigger it is. I mean, that amount of economy that you can get from an early score of a Sports Hopper is huge.
It's really good, yeah.
Street Peddler coming online. So much value.
Click 1, install gaining 1, and then gain 2.
So, yeah, Eliot's been taking a couple. I mean, Erickson's been, last couple turns, has been taking money because he paid all his money to res that ice. Before that was clicking for credits.
That's right. Well, the pressure is on here for Erickson. Eliot having established a fairly good
rig, good amount of econ going. He's got another Maker's Eye in hand as well right now. He just needs to be, I think, just drawing to keep up his steam.
Yep.
Pop the Street Peddler. Gains me 2 and draws me a card. To install a Street Peddler.
Oh, he's popping. He pops Street Peddler, gains 2 credits and a card to play down another Street Peddler, which has his levy in it though, so you can't use it that. But he had a breaker in there, so that's good.
So that's an interesting choice. He chose instead of Scrubber or Same Old Thing.
Well, we came in the. Oh, I didn't see the Same Old Thing, but I guess we came in the game a little late. Maybe he's seen a bunch of campaigns. He's like, oh, might be less value in keeping the scrubber. But he did just trash an Eve, which shows he's willing to trash them.
Right, and a scrubber in this matchup is fairly
scrubber
impactful.
against, if you take out ETF, their main game plan, because their ID supports that as econ, they try to choke you out econ-wise, have so much ice that you can't afford to run that many times through their servers.
Yep.
Geist is a good workaround where he doesn't need money to break, he just needs his breaker every once in a while. It's pretty cool.
So we'll see how that one pans out.
You're absolutely correct.
They're trashing it now, but we don't think it should be trashed.
Well, perhaps we missed that series of events.
Maybe it was there before. I don't know. I really don't think it was, though.
We
I don't
would
know.
have to
It's all right.
check the replay.
Instant replay, Judge. I need a decision. Let's see.
What's my plan?
Eliot asking what his plan is. We agree.
With one card in hand, you want options here, folks. You
That
still have
being said,
is that the Maker's in hand?
It is a Maker's Eye, yep. And he could be getting some relatively fresh accesses on an R&D that he can easily attack.
100% he's just going to play Street Peddler. He loves just laying that thing down.
Gotta love it. Street Peddler continuing to do great work.
Eliot's it. I can't see his credit pool.
4 credits.
Sweet Peddler, let's see what he
And then
gets.
a large tech trader.
Mongoose.
Oh,
Can be pretty good against the Architect.
Absolutely. This is, I think, the time to strike.
2, but I get 2 from those guys. Plus a card. Trash Fall Guy and Legwork.
Eliot happy to get his breaker suite online so quickly.
Yeah. What's his permanent code gate? Does he have one?
So he has a zoo, which seems like a good idea with the link generation. He also has access to 3 crowbars, 2 on the board, 1 on the Street Peddler, easily breaking through Architect.
Corporate Town.
Corporate Town. Fascinating include by Erickson.
So what can he sack, though, to do that? Because he has to give him an agenda. Erickson
That's
looks
right.
not happy at all right now.
So Erickson,
Losing another
speaking with
agenda.
him earlier today, says he typically uses the future is now for an agenda to forfeit. But
That's
will it?
Yeah, because you could use score futures now. You go get your Corporate Town.
That's right.
And you use it. It's some good synergy there.
It's true that in this scenario, a rezzed Corporate Town could be really brutal. Eliot sitting on a huge number of resources that are important. But will Erickson give up a Project Vitruvius to do so?
I don't think so.
Just don't think so.
The flavor text between Advanced Concept Topper and Skill Topper. That's so good.
You have to wonder with a Corporate Town, maybe a 1 or 2 domestic sleepers might not go awry.
Yeah?
A card I'd like to see a little bit more in the game. A really fun
Well, then
one.
it doesn't count for your agendas, though. So then
It is a trade-off.
right now, at least
I
the
agree.
futures now is counting for agendas.
That's true. But definitely a cool agenda to get you to that 7th point in a 2-point heavy deck. Eliot.
There was a fun HP build a long time ago that was using those for archers
Oh,
back in the day when it first came out, but now it's just, I guess, not consistent enough. Wow, running HQ with legwork or just... Oh, no, he's siphoning right now. Good time to siphon. He's at 10.
there you go. Maintaining that economic edge. With Corporate Town and other such effects in the mix, it might be the time to get that tech writer money and keep rolling.
I think you just keep getting it bigger. You're not in any rush to get money because he has so much now.
It depends on how much I think he expect to install from here. He does still have a few installables that could trigger, but I think he's seen a majority of them.
And last click,
Ah,
political operative.
the political operative off of that siphon run.
That's going to be pretty good because now he can just get rid of Ash anytime he wants.
That is true. That could be very impactful. use of the Vitruvius counter for the hedge fund.
Bounce back for econ. I mean,
Hey,
it's not bad.
that'll do it.
Click 2, install for net 0. Click 3, install.
Wow, looks like he wants to get that corporate town online.
He's going the distance. At this point, perhaps he believes his only out is to cripple Eliot
just
so
like
much.
every turn, get rid of something. But Eliot has money, has every breaker.
And he has the now installed political operative. So at most, Erickson is likely only to get one unpreventable trash.
Well, you could trash operative. Can you not?
It would be the corporation's turn.
They get to choose
so I believe
order effects.
they would get the priority there.
Yeah.
+2.
But yeah,
Plus a card.
Erickson in a real tough spot.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Erickson could just use the corporate down to trash the political operative.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My
So
mistake.
You trash political
Apologies.
operative, then you go down the line, get everything else.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's, although how good corporate town is, it's a little slow in terms of how long is it gonna take him? You know, does he have that kind of time?
But at this point, I don't know what Erickson hopes to get there.
So 5
So Eliot responding to this threat, perhaps
+2.
correctly reading the situation,
Just political operative.
knowing.
It's so fun, man. Watching Geist as he's going down, he's getting like pieces. Like, oh, I just drew a legwork. Maybe I'll use that later.
And credits, an
Yeah.
unbelievable amount of money generation throughout that run.
Tech Trader is insane, man.
Uno mas.
Such a
So
good card.
happy to see that one.
Uno.
And Eliot is in a solid position. At this point, is Eliot...
I would lay down the same old thing so I could
Yeah.
make hers next turn. Oh, there's already a same old thing on the board. Well, why not? Add more.
right. Well, you're also going to be using other
Yeah, he did.
relevance.
It seems like a decent play.
Yeah, at this point, as Erickson...
I think Erickson's just on the ropes here. I don't know how game 1 went, but but why Jackson here? What could you possibly draw that you can use effectively? Like, you're at 2 credits.
So it's possible that he is looking for his Breaker Bay grid. He does have Eves in hand.
Oh, okay. Sure,
and the combination of those cards behind that server there could be really effective.
That's one way to get back in the game.
He's considering it, and there
Well,
it goes. The accelerated beta test.
At 2 credits?
Three.
Three.
I
Oh,
believe.
that's a 2 there? Okay.
Yep. So he got one from the install. A Jackson on the board. If that Jackson isn't challenged, he could get...
Sometimes that could get him back in
Fire
this
there.
game. If he fires it and he gets a good fire.
perhaps...
Whoa, nice.
Oh, the amazing
Brutal.
political operative from nowhere.
Run archives.
Running
Let's see if
archives.
he dished any.
Oh,
One
the
pointer.
plays by Eliot.
Pretty sick.
So clever.
If he runs the remote, it's game.
That was click 1.
Oh, he could get in.
Well, we know he can get in. This is whether he wants to get in.
So I realized I did this in the wrong order, but whatever. At this point, money is kind of meaningless to me.
Whoa. Runner goes, at this point, money is meaningless to me.
That is
What
totally
a
fair.
comment. Money, meaningless.
He's achieved what I've heard Ahmed referred to in the past as infinite money.
Infinite money.
where,
I've said it before. People they keep counting credits. I was like, no, I will let you have infinite money. Let's keep playing the game.
Yeah.
Stop counting. You have
Geist
it.
absolutely in a dominant position here with 9.5 minutes remaining. At this point, might as well.
Same old thing for a Maker's Eye.
Yep, dive
Ooh.
on into R&D.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll pop off Shiv.
we want to see Ichi 2.0. Hypnol's going to be good for him.
Keep it.
He's going to hit 3 ice. Oh, no. Dang it. He got it.
And
Good
there's
game.
the game.
Good game, good
Erickson playing well under
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Dang, if you could fire that ABT, though.
He's going to be able to keep you out. And then
But even still, you're burning through your deck. You're potentially dumping an agenda. It is a tough spot.
Oh, I think that was the only way out, though. He made the
I
right read.
agree.
Like, I need to just try to risk this. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, like,
Yeah.
because if you blank there, I mean, obviously you have to mandatory that first ice, but you could have ice below that.
Then I made the right call.
Unbelievable. Political operative, a card we all knew was pretty strong in certain situations like that one. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Very strong.